We are OODA AI. We were one of the best performing stocks globally on Nasdaq last year. And we provide private AI apps and confidential AI computing for both individuals and large enterprises like T-Mobile, different banks in Europe, healthcare companies, and others. So quick word on us. Charlie, our founder and CEO, has been in tech for 30 years, started coding at age 7, started his first company at age 14, and took 2 companies public. Quick word on myself. I'm Sohejl. I lead Web3 at OODA AI. Before that, I was the Web3 lead at BDO Germany, the 5th largest consulting company globally. And I founded a project in the space called Teach Me DeFi, where we collaborated with Polkadot and Stellar, for example. Now, the problems we see in AI, which we address, are closed source AI is siloed, expensive, and value accrual is centralized. And open source AI is hard to implement. And both don't by default solve for confidentiality and compliance. So this is what we address. We provide confidential and cost-effective inference, so the computations for using an AI model. And built on top of that, we provide easy-to-use apps for people and companies to be able to use that. So instead of approaching T-Mobile and saying, hey, do you want to rent a GPU for $2 an hour? And getting some confused looks from them, we say, do you want to use this confidential AI app, which improves your bottom line by X%, and we build you in a language you understand? And the answer is always yes. So how does this work? TEEs are central to our architecture. They enable verifiable and confidential inference in a decentralized network. We put a record for each inference on-chain, and our token powers the on-chain settlement between users and compute providers and aligns incentives. And we'll be the first Nasdaq-listed company to launch its own utility token. So we have in production an AI app store where you can easily pick an open source AI app, pay for it. It gets deployed with inference in a secure, confidential environment, and you can use it, keeping it super simple. We also offer APIs for using inference. And on the pure B2C side, we have Privat AI on the Apple App Store and browser, which is like a confidential version of ChatGPT. Now, let me give you some more examples of one of our biggest clients. Let's say you're at the doctor and send a picture of your invoice to your insurance. Now, T-Mobile works with 40 insurances. They process these medical claims and had 2,000 people sitting there typing away from the picture. One claim took 20 minutes and was 73% accurate. Now, we said we can do this with AI for you. Now, one claim takes 3.5 seconds and is 92% accurate. Now, T-Mobile saves significantly on costs. We take a share of the cost savings, which is high margin revenue for us, and we build them in a language they understand per processed claim. And we do this for 1/3 of the German population, 500,000 documents per month. Now, speaking of scale, how much on-chain activity would this generate? This use case alone equals 1 million inferences per week, which means 1 million transactions on-chain for those inference receipts. Compared to 7-day transaction volume of rollups in crypto, this puts us in the top 10. We kicked out ZK Sync in this graphic here with one real-world AI use case brought to Web3. Now we have other solutions, such as this real-time AI avatar, which is used by companies like Lufthansa, Airbus, BMW, and others. We have lots of other clients we work with across verticals. And this is a comparison showing how we bring the best of both worlds, on-premise privacy and cloud simplicity compared to alternatives. Now, Outlier Ventures is invested in us and our partner for the whole token launch. With Midnight, we are researching using ZK proofs in our tech stack, and we're collaborating with Lit, Fala, and Obol as well. We closed funding of 14 million. We have now onboarded former Parity engineers and will deliver an MVP on Base testnet in 2 months. And we're working closely with the Base team here. Q2 is set for TGE and mainnet, and we have an open funding round now, so get in touch with me to discuss that further. Thank you.